Hello. Yeah, man. It's been a hot minute, man. 1 second. I gotta fix this thing up here. Ah, there we go. Get all these platforms together. How's everybody doing, man? It's been a hot minute, man. All right, so let's get this music together. I hate that. Mm. What do we have here? Okay, so let's get the background music for a bit. Why am I even reaching? I got this here. Get this together. It's been a hot minute. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year. It's been a very up and down 2025, working a lot, getting things done. Crazy. But I'm happy to see everybody in 2026. Let's get this music going. I hate this thing, man. This doo-doo. Every single second it's gonna keep on doing that stupid stuff, man. Okay, I'm just gonna get this music ready for the ambiance. We need some mellow tunes. Okay, why not? I think I can rock with this. Very positive, very pleasant. Okay, I think I can go with this. Very pleasant. Let me lower the volume down. I can rock with this. This is very positive. 1 second. Okay, hello. Wow, man, it's a lot. It's a lot. Music. It started off as, let's just say, as background music for my videos. And people liked the music, and I was like, you know what? Let me start just taking this stuff serious. As in regards to production, because I'm still, I'm not going to be leaving what I'm doing alone. I'm just saying for productive purposes, so I can have better music in the background of my videos. Why not? But in the same token, I said to myself, why not get paid for it as well? So I'm getting 2 checks. 1 second. 1 for content, 1 for music. So yeah. Glad to see everybody here healthy in 2026. 1 second. Let's get that back in our catalog. Yes, that's very pleasant. Very pleasant to the ears. How's everybody here? So you know what we're doing? We're doing our usual open Q&A. So, if you got your questions, you can shoot your questions and I will answer your questions to the best of my knowledge. Let me see something. Okay, yeah, we got to put it like this. Much better. Don't want stuff sounding all muffled. Hold on. Let's see what your question is here. Okay, what do you... Okay, this is a nice question here. 1 second. Okay. So we have a question here. What does it say here? What advice do you have? Okay, let me lower this volume real quick. 1 second. What advice do you have for patience and self-regulating when waiting on work to manifest? Forget about it. You know what I'm saying? I want to tell you good morning. Good afternoon. This is what I want to tell you guys, man. One thing I realized about doing work, if you're sitting there like a like, you know what? If you're sitting there like someone who eats crayons or someone who eats yellow snow, you're going to drive yourself crazy. See, the thing is, most people think that things are going to happen when they expect it to, right? A lot of people think, oh, I do this work here and I got to sit here for this amount of time. You don't know when things are going to manifest. You know what I'm saying? The scripture even told you that basic knowledge. The scripture told you, no man knoweth the day and the hour of the coming of the Son of Man, right? We can take it from that sense, religious sense. But in our case, I'm going to use it on a spiritual sense, doing spiritual work. You know what I'm saying? When you do what you do, there is no, oh, I'm going to wake up and then basically, or let me just play this. There is no, I do this and then I got to sit and wait for X amount of months or X amount of weeks. You don't know. Don't have in mind that I'm going to do this and there's going to be a time frame. Don't think about time. Just do it. Go about your business. Mind your business. Whatever. Have a good life. And by the time you least expect it, you'll basically receive what you want. Of course, knowing that you know, I'm assuming that you dotted all your I's and crossed all your T's, things should come to you, you know, as planned. Again, if you dotted all your I's and crossed all your T's, it is what it is. Yeah. So let's see what we got going on here. I think I'm going to do something real quick. I'm going to add another program in here. We're going to add Instagram. All right, we got TikTok here. Bro, who the fuck is that? 1 second, we're going to add IG here. Do you have crazy love spell stories? Do I have crazy love spell stories? I mean, you know, when people be asking me questions, sometimes I got to think for a moment because I got so much stuff going on. But actually, I got so many stories. But when you ask me, you know, off guard, I'm like, okay, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? But I think, you know what? To summarize a love spell story, I'm gonna tell you stories. You know, I'm a detailed person, so I mean, you know, I can give you a short little thing here. You know what I'm saying? This is a guy, right? I'll give you this story, right? There was this guy. I mean, you know, you gotta, you know, I would say to get the full stories, you need to be on the, you know, the YouTube channel whatsoever. That's where I do all the full stories. I give all the tea, I give all the details, you know, whatsoever. But I give you a little so and so. This is a case. I mean, listen, I'll just say, when I say it's ending, I don't know about all that. But I just know that there was this lady, right? I mean, East Asia. She hits me up to do some work. And let's just say the rules and regulations were in effect. You know what I'm saying? When you're doing certain spell work with me, I let you know there shouldn't be no infidelity, no cheating. You know what I'm saying? So let's just say the rules weren't followed on the end of the person that had the work done, right? So let's just say they went out and did them. Come to find out, I don't know what happened, but somehow he fell off of a balcony, and let's just say, I think it was probably 2 stories up or so. Yeah, he definitely messed his hip up, man. He basically shattered his, you know, hip whatsoever. So let's just say, to this day, you know, he's definitely not in the best shape whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? But again, there's rules and regulations in this. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, when it comes to telling stories, I tell a lot of misfortunate stories because this is this is the type of work that I do. I let people know from the door. You know what I'm saying? Don't come over here if you're willing to play. You know what I'm saying? One second. Just real quick. IG. have IG. We got TikTok. We got. I mean, yeah, you know, a lot of my stories. This is the thing, man. But that's why they say in Haitian culture, boko, right? They say boko whatsoever in Haitian culture. You know what I'm saying? Now I don't know these new 2000 these kids that was born in the late 90s is talking about like a boko is a wunga, a voodoo priest. I don't know about that, man. I come from the era where, you know what I'm saying, you were doing work, you know what I'm saying, you were a sorcerer. You know what I'm saying, you were doing the, you know, the malfecta business. And they called you that, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know what these new school cats is talking about, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, there's a reason why my stories is graphic as they are. You know what I'm saying? So let's go live. Yeah. So we got long time no see. Well, I'm here right now. You know what I'm saying? It's like a lot be going on. It's saying a lot be going on, man. Like, you know, I don't know if you guys noticed, you know what I'm saying? But basically, I've been doing a lot of recordings, a lot of, you know, music for like, you know, social media and my own personal stuff, you know? So that's why a lot of you guys haven't seen me. But 1 second, let me look at this real quick because we got a lot of stuff moving right now. Oh, yeah. Who that? Hello. I'm gonna say we got a lot going on here today, man. You know what I'm saying? Gotta make, yeah, I mean, I'm definitely doing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely doing it. But let's see what's going on. I definitely got to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, right now, I'm going to take a break. I'm actually in the process of taking a break from music. But I mean, I still be making content. Hello from San Diego. Hello. I never been out of San Diego. I've been to Western, Los Angeles. There's so many places. Most people think of, when they think of California, they think of Los Angeles. Thank you. Okay, I need information here. Okay, let me look at the YouTube right here, right? We got some YouTube. Okay, all right. Hit you about the street sweeper ring. I got so many messages. I'll just send me a message again. Once I get settled, I'll definitely get back to you about it. I just got a lot going on. As far as I produce my own music, you know what I'm saying? AI may play a small portion of that, but as far as the instruments is concerned, majority of the instruments I do, saxophone, keyboards, pianos, that's all me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm not. That's all me. Wait. Hold on. One sec. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Should I? You know what? Oh, fuck. 1 second. We gotta fix this up real quick, man. Hold on. Yeah, we gotta fix this up. 1 second, guys. 1 second. What's up? Alright, here we go. Alright. Fix. Now we're not even gonna do that, man. Should I? Hold on. Wait. Let me put this here just in case. If a motherfucker wanna let me just put this here just in case. Hold on. We're in the studio. Where we at? What's this? Actually, no, we're not gonna do that. No, we're not gonna do that today. I'm tired of music. I need to break. Yeah, we gotta take a break, man. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Hit you guys with a couple of riffs, man. I'm not gonna do that. No, we're not gonna do that. I'm tired. I've been doing too much music, so I'm like, you know what? But yes, music. Do you produce music or using AI? No, I basically produce my own music, you know what I'm saying? Partially when I first started, I started out messing with AI. For those of you that are probably, asking, but basically when I first started, I started out with AI, and basically I was like, you know what? It just feel kind of awkward and weird to me, where basically you feel left out because it's like you're using prompt. What about fucking instruments? You know what I'm saying? So that's when I started going back to my younger years. Basically, when I was a kid, I played, the guitar, right? Didn't have much knowledge, much money whatsoever back then, but I had my basic knowledge from what I learned in school, from guitar school. And then basically I picked the guitar up late in my 40s and shit, you know what I'm saying? And basically started generating, income for me. So yeah, I mean, but I had little minor experiences with keyboards and, stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? But that's what it is. Leonard, Mr. Leonard, are you going to be making music dedicated to your cult? Yeah, I mean, listen, read the titles. You know what I'm saying? The titles is to basically, listen, the music, when you talk about music, right, in general, when you talk about traditional Vodou drums, right, this thing puts people into trances, right? It puts people in a certain state of mind. You know what I'm saying? Let me highlight this. When you're listening to voodoo drums, right, it puts the person in a state of mind. Some people use it to go into trance. For me, my music, it takes you somewhere. You know what I'm saying? If you look at the titles is self-explanatory. That's what you're getting. That's the ambience. That's the vibe. That's the dosage that I'm giving you. You know what I'm saying? So look at the titles. The titles is definitely telling you something. You know what I'm saying? But if you let the music move you, then you definitely going to get what you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I mean, music motivates. You know what I'm saying? You can use the music for your own motivation. I'm not going to tell you what to do with it, but you know what I'm saying? Whatever it moves you to do, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not responsible for what anybody does under the influence. Okay, so let's move back up. Okay. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna say this to you guys out here. As far as like AI is concerned, I mean, I'm not a hater for those who use 100% AI, because I basically started out messing around with this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I would just say this. Eventually, learn to play instruments. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be better for you. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, you'll feel more complete as a human being. You know what I'm saying? But anyhow, a bit away from that, let's look at other things. You should do a call-in live. That would be lit. I got so much going on right now, and I'm just getting back into the mix of doing live videos and stuff like that. What do we have here? I appreciate you looking. Cameroon. Okay. We have someone from Cameroon. Is your site still live? I need your help. Yes, my website is still active. You know what I'm saying? Yes, it is active. Okay. America took out another president. I think the U.S. was involved in last Haiti's president situation. I mean, listen, I'm not here to get into the politics. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me fix this real quick. Now, I'm not here to talk about politics. That's whatever, man. Hold on. A little bit. Fix that quick. Oh. Here we go. All right. But yeah, as far as the politics is concerned, I am not entering into that type of conversation right now. I'm back. You know what I'm saying? It's not to talk about spiritual stuff, man. Okay. Just subscribe to you again and trying to schedule time with you. I mean, listen, this is what I'm gonna tell you. If you know what your situation is, oh, why is my screen so dark? I know I'm dark skinned, but why is my screen so dark? Oh, okay. Okay, you have press the button down. No. Bro. Hello from Washington State. Okay, hold on. Okay. Where we at? In Haitian culture, do you do somebody says on TikTok. In Haitian culture, do you do divination before work? I mean, really, that boils down to the person. You know what I'm saying? Some people, they do leçon. Leçon can be, anywhere from botcat or card readings and stuff like that to basically a person's full-blown channeling. You know what I'm saying? For me, I have a common sense approach. This is my thing. If you don't know what's going on, I recommend that you table discussion, with the leçon. If you don't know, say or suba kone, I would say, hey, you need to again, table discussion. But if you know what's going on, then I recommend that you book a consultation. See, there's a difference between a leçon and consultation to me. A consultation is you want my opinion. You want my thoughts. You need my expertise. That's why I have two options on the website. One for a leçon, one for consultation, a consultation. We sit down and we discuss what needs to be going on. Because some things are just pure common sense. You got a bunch of people who eat yellow snow and who like to eat crayons. And I'm just like, you know what? Let me not speak like that. Some things is just pure common sense. And I'm, and it's not, it's not demons flying from another dimension attacking you. Something is just, you need to sit down and have a good discussion and get some common sense, and get some common sense, right? Okay, one second. From Pittsburgh, hello, Pittsburgh. Yeah, we got a lot going on. It's beautiful. You should visit one day. Okay. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Pittsburgh. Hello. We got going on here. Good day. All right, let me look at these questions here. We got a couple of questions here. Hold on. We got a couple of questions here. Are your voodoo still? That's crazy. Are your voodoo is still in effect for so and so? Besides that, him and his wife got skinny, but he has a new wife. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on over there, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't even pay attention to none of that nonsense and foolishness over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even pay attention. I'm like, hey, my life is great. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing great things, man. So I don't even entertain that. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. But yeah, it is, I heard it's possible to bind an intrinsic spirit to an object until the object is taken apart the spirit will work on a target. Wait. Let me look at this. Let me look at this. I've heard it's possible to bind in tranquil spirit to an object, and until the object is taken apart, the tranquil spirit will work on a target. Can it be done? And if it's now, I mean, hey man, it seems like you asking a loaded question. I think you already know the answer to that. So, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, you know the answer to it. Why are you asking a loaded question? You know what I'm saying? That's for you to, that's for you. So I'm not going to answer that question. It seems like a loaded question. Leonard, do you have any spells that the spirit don't have to kill the person to bring them back to you? I'm just saying, I don't make the rules, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's either you're hot or cold. I don't do in between. You don't bother to work. Oh, indeed. That is true. One second. Okay, what we got here? What we got going on here? Okay. How bad can evil eye affect a person? I mean, listen. Evil eye is some of my... I'm gonna be honest with you. Okay. How bad can evil eye affect a person? I'm gonna be honest with you. There's so much things going on in the world. Listen, I may be the most nonchalant spiritualist out here, because listen, I don't really pay attention to a lot of things going on around me, right? This spiritualist here, that spiritualist there. I don't pay attention to none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Worrying about if someone's doing work on me, this and that. Listen, I've gotten death threats over, throughout the years I've been on social media. I've had spiritualists say they're going to do this, they're going to do that, and look at me. I'm still here, and I'm much more successful than I was in the previous years. I'm in good health and good spirit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really put too much emphasis on that. And think about it. You're saying evil eye, a person looking at you. Now, let me not be so arrogant. I can only speak from my perspective as a person doing it and not the victim. You know what I'm saying? See, I don't speak from a victim standpoint. I speak from the victimizer standpoint. You understand? The person doing it. I think that there's a movie called Snow on a Bluff, right? I think they said there's people getting shit done to and people doing it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So listen, I can't speak from the victim standpoint. You know what I'm saying? I can only speak from the person who's doing it. So listen, evil eye. I can speak from experience where in the past, I remember someone I didn't like. I'm not going to tell you how I did it, because I know people probably, let's just say I wished evil on someone. Then I sat back and did a reading, right, to see how things is going to play out. Don't you know what I saw in the reading actually played out? So it's almost like I put my shit out there, and I sit back and ask. This is back in the day when I was younger, and I, really fucked around a lot. I said, I went to look to see how it's going to play out, and visually in 3D, you know what I'm saying? I saw this shit play out. You know what I'm saying? And that person talking about they got to accident, truck car and stuff like that, man. You love me. Oh, thank you. I love you too. I don't even use those type of words, man. But I'm in a nice place right now. Okay, all right. So, but yeah, I mean, so I'm gonna say this: it's possible. You know what I'm saying? It's possible. Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna answer this question. How do you feel about higher humans from way outer space contacting us? Listen, I don't know nothing about that. I've heard people say, the Loa, or these spirits are extraterrestrials. I know this one dumbass, what I'm saying, it's talking about, the Orishas. Orishas are extraterrestrial beings. I'm like, did they come to Earth on a spaceship? Do they travel in spaceships? Oh man, I gotta stop smoking weed, man. You know what I'm saying? When I cough, I got, I laugh, I gotta cough sometimes, man. But I don't really smoke weed often like that. But sometimes when my zotas come over, my chiquitas and shit like that, I do hit the blunt a little bit. I'm doing fabulous. I can't complain. You know what I'm saying? Life is great. Have you astral projected before? If you did, how would you describe the experience? All right, I'm gonna tell you this. Astral projection is not what you think astral projection is. Because when you think of astral projection, you're thinking of you walking outside your body and you forget your body's here and you're in your consciousness somewhere else and you don't even know what's going on with your body. Contrary, right? Astral projection, it's more of like remote viewing because you're having the experience within you're seeing things through your mind's eye. And then on top of that, let's just say astral projection can be you dreaming while awake. What do I mean by this? When you're trying to astral project, right? You're trying to go on a voyage. What you're doing is shutting your body down, but keeping your mind active. So your body goes through that REM state, and now you basically are in that sleep state while awoke. And you're experiencing a dream while you're awoke. But that, something for the more experienced. If you're experienced, you'll know what I'm talking about. But that depends on how deep you want to go, because there's different levels of projecting. He said astral projection. Out of body experience. Okay, I'll explain. See, 1 second. Oh. Okay, 1 second. Okay, all right. Let's see. I think he meant, have you ever had an out-of-body experience? Okay, no, but he's actually talking about dreams. His statement here. I just asked because I dream stuff sometimes, even stuff that come true sometimes, and the next day, and I keep dreaming of some person over and over. I believe it's the evil eye. Nah, man, you're doing too much. You know what I'm saying? You're doing too much. You're over-analyzing. You know what I'm saying? No sound. How does no sound? I don't know. It seems like other people are, other people. But anyway, listen. I don't know. They say no sound on Instagram. I don't know what that is. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know say over here at TikTok, people can hear me. Over here on YouTube, people can hear me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're saying they can hear me. I don't know whether or not it's Instagram. People. But anyway, listen. Back to the audience. Yeah, they can hear me here. But anyway, listen. I just asked because dream stuff. Okay, 1 second. Okay, I'm about to get back to two things. All right. Would you tell a client to remove or reverse work on a target if you don't see things going as planned? Is it a sign from the spirit to reassess? Thank you. I mean, listen, that's a discussion for great thought, because the thing is, who are we to put a time frame on anything that we do? Something, depending on the situation, you got to look. It's not something that can be answered in one straight question or one response, because there's various variables that you got to take into consideration. You got to look at this from all angles. Is it a matter of time? Now, is it a situation where the person is close to you? Is it a distant relationship? You know what I'm saying? What is the factor? Are you doing things that piss the person off? So there's a lot of things that has to be taken into consideration before you make that call to reassess the situation or readjust. It's not just something that you can just basically say, all right, well, because of the time frame, we need to do, we need to take their, do this or whatever, everything has to be, taken into consideration. You know what I'm saying? Where we at? So where we at? So let me look at the next question here. So listen, let me give you the difference. Let me give you an explanation. The difference between out-of-body experience and astral projection. Let me explain this to you. Let me explain this to you guys. One second. Let me explain this quickly. Out-of-body experience can be classified. It can be classified as a form of astral projection, because you're having an experience, an internal experience, right? But the internal experience, I have to be very cautious with the way I say it, is because most people are going to say, if you're having most people are going to say, how do you have an internal experience when you're having an out-of-body experience? Because you're seeing things through your mind's eye. Have you ever got so high on marijuana that you saw yourself doing things? That is an out-of-body experience, right? Some people have been hit by cars, some people have been shot, and they said they saw themselves, right? But it wasn't them literally standing outside themselves. This was an internal experience where they're seeing things through their mind eye, right? Now, the astral projection, that's something where most of the time is a person who willfully chooses to astral project. But then again, that can also be unwillfully, because when you dream, this is a form of astral projection. So now, let me look at this real quick. Would you combine Intrinsic Spirit with any other spell or ritual or bring the X back? It all depends. It all depends on the situation. You know what I'm saying? It all depends on the situation. But that sounds like a loaded question. You know what I'm saying? But you can do that. I don't see any issue with it if they're compatible. They say, the next statement here is, stupid literal religious made us think. Nope. Stupid literal religious made us think that normal natural things we're supposed to be experiencing is strange. Of course. Things. for the live. It came at a good time, given heavy influence of the moon. Thank you for your positive advice and vibes. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm not asking loaded questions. I'm just saying, you know, I don't know. I don't know. Basically, I don't I don't trust you. The vibe that you're coming off with, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if you're asking intrusive questions. But good. You know what I'm saying? At one point in time, I was seeking too. But you know what? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. What you're doing is good. Because listen, you're going to have some people who don't want to give you information. But you got to pry. You got to search. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not one of those individuals that's going to give it to you like that. You know what I'm saying? But that's how you get certain information. You know what I'm saying? You got to pry because there's certain people that's going to hold information back. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So that's the kill. I'm gonna tell you that's good. That's what you got to do. Again, there's gatekeepers. There's people that don't want to share the information. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason and purpose. And you know, say they have every right to do that. But you know, that's how you come up. You say that's how most sorcerers and witches come up. You know what I'm saying? They got to basically try to get the game. You know what I'm saying? The trial and error is cool, but sometimes, okay, if you can get free game, like you know, say you got to soak it up. And if you can steal a couple of things, you know what I'm saying, do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? You see the spiritualists pouring this stuff in the candles, whatever, you know what I'm saying? When you go to the botanica, take notes. You know what I'm saying? You see this person doing this, you know what I'm saying? Take notes. You see that person scraping certain things on a candle, take notes. Diligent, because the thing is, these priests, these priestesses, they have information, but they keep it to themselves. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know, let's scrape up whatever information you get and build your own. Why doesn't tranquil spirit work take long to manifest? That's your situation. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's situation is different. You know what I'm saying? Just because you got a tough situation doesn't mean the next person's situation is going to be tough like yours. Everybody's case is different. And depending on the fuck shit that went on, that will determine why you're in the time frame that you're in or why you're dealing with what you're dealing with. So all the factors above has to be taken into consideration. Thank you. You've been healed for years. I mean, it is what it is. So what we got going on here? What do we got going on here? What do we get? Okay. If you don't have an altar, how can you think spirit? There's nature. If you don't have an altar, how can you think the spirit? There is nature. Let me tell you something. When you're in a Caribbean, right? And maybe this is the same way in Africa. There's certain places that people go deposit offerings. They do whatever religious ceremonies, right? They go into nature and they do it. They may go, whether it's the river, whether it's a lake, whether it's trees, whatever, whether it's a forest. You can do what you get. You can do what you got to do there. Because listen, an altar is man's creation to connect with the higher power. But before man constructed altars, man was out in nature. And still, you still find that in religious practices today, where some people, you know, basically they go and make offerings or whatever religious ceremonies in nature. There you go. Now, if you want to go church with it, Christian with it, you can pray, right? You can pray. A lot of people don't give a lot of credit to praying, but you can pray. a glass of water and white candles. Someone said that on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Yes, that is possible. You can pray, you can do basic things, right? You're welcome. All right, you know what? Hold on. Hello there. Now this one seems, you know what? This one here, I have 7 kids with 7 different women. I haven't told my wife, is there a spell to sweeten her up when I tell her? Do you hear this shit? You know, hold on. See, wait. Listen to this. We got to go back because this is definitely going to heat things up, right? I have 7 kids with different mamas. I haven't told my wife, is there a spell to sweeten her up when I tell her? See, listen, I'm gonna tell you, you're in a very fucked up situation. I don't think there's no spell that can help you with that. I'm going to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? You need to learn some motherfucking dick control. Seriously. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you get 7? Sure. I can't help you with this, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't give you spiritual advice on this. I think you're just a lost cause, brother. I can't help you with this. Anyway, I gotta move on to the next statement, man. This what? That's too much, man. Okay, let me look at this. I went to a few brujos, right? And they did some work to try to bring my girl. That was years ago. Why you think it didn't work? Well, I'm gonna tell you, majority of these, people out here, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. Nobody's perfect, right? And people, actually, let me leave it up. Actually, let me just put it like this. People are not perfect. Some people, they may do work, they may help a person, and this thing works for that person, and this person it doesn't. But then again, there's also people who don't know what they're doing, but they believe they're capable of doing work to help people. Then there's people who really don't know what they're doing. They just willy-nilly, if it works, it works, whatever you say, they don't care. And, then there's people that's straight out there scamming. There's a lot of factors you got to take into consideration. You know what I'm saying? And you really can't come to a definite, answer about it. But what I will say is this. For me, there's not too many people out here with experience, right? And then another thing is you got to take into consideration, what was your situation? What did you do to push that person away? Because if you did certain things to push this person away, it's going to be harder for that person to come back to you. And some people underestimate how serious the situation is. So this is one of those, this is one of those things that I really can't answer for you. Why? Because there can be so many factors. I mean, did you give it enough time? That could be a factor too. It's like the Jack and the Beanstalk story. Instead of giving, the thing a chance to work, you basically call quits. You never know. I'm learning that you need to have faith and not shop around to different people. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. That's one problem with some people. They jump from this person to that person, jump from this person to that person. And basically, they don't ever build any type of longevity. And it's not necessarily faith. You don't want to have blind faith trusting the wrong person. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to. You definitely don't want to have. You don't want to be in that position where you're putting your trust and faith in this one person, and now basically you spend all this time of your life, and basically no, you don't want to do that, man. You don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you definitely don't want to do that, man. You put all your time and energy and effort, and the person's playing with you. Sometimes you got to use discretion. Look around, pay attention. You know what I'm saying? You definitely don't want to be in that position where you're basically in blind faith. That's a terrible way to go about things, man. Because you'll be sitting there for a long time, trusting this one person, and they milking you, and this and that. Yeah. Oh, I mean, listen. I'm not gonna. Negra, you're right about that one. You're definitely right about that one. You know what I'm saying? Chaotic energy. Yeah. Chaotic energy until they meet. Okay, let's see. How can I make my magic stronger when doing spells for others? Patience. That's how you make the magic stronger. Patience, you know what I'm saying? Patience and strategy. I'm in as a spiritual worker. Trust is a good, and you will be guided well. I mean, I don't know. I as a spiritual worker, I don't trust nobody. You know what I'm saying? Look how many these dusty, dirty guns, voodoo priests. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't do weird ass shit because what I'm saying, I didn't want to put them on or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't trust none of these people out here, man. To be trusted spiritualists, I mean, it is what it is, man. Some people you can trust and some you can't. But for me, I don't fuck with none of these spiritualists. They're all, dusty. Majority of them, you know what I'm saying? But I'm be honest with you. Listen. Rarely you see me buddy with a lot of these, spiritualists out here. You know what I'm saying? Especially the male ones. You know what I'm saying? The women, of course. I'm gonna definitely be cordial with the women. You know what I'm saying? But these dudes, these spiritual males, these spiritual working males, I don't fuck out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? You got. Yeah, we definitely are, man. You got these guys, one moment they're Palo Mayombe priests, the next thing they're voodoo priests. And I'm just saying, man, I think this is one Dominican kid. I'm not going to do that. All right. Let me move off of that. Hold on. What is this? Any specific? Okay, all right. Marijuana. Okay, marijuana. Okay. Any specific marijuana you like, Leonard? I mean, for me, if I'm I'm old school. What is it? Sour diesel? Sour diesel, when I want to basically get my thinking together, my thoughts together, my ideas together. You know what I'm saying? That's for me when I'm in the mood for creativity, conversation, sour diesel, sativa, indica, not really an indica person like that. I used to be, but I'm more of a sativa person. I like to vibe. I like to feel. I like to think. Cigars, and cigars are cool too. You know what I'm saying? That's my majority. That's my thing from time to time. Cigars. When you serve that spirit can protect you. You know what I'm saying? It definitely can protect you. Definitely do love work, but protection. You know what I'm saying? Prevention. Have I ever worked with the Pinnacles of Solomon? Of course. When you old school Haitian, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. These new school guys, man, these new school Haitians, and you know, I'm just saying, man. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be like, man, when it comes to these new school Haitians, they missed out on a lot of this stuff, man. That's why a lot of these little woo guns and stuff like that for these days, they're so lost. Because when you talk about old school Haitians, you were versed in a lot of the old folk, you know what I'm saying? The poulet noir, the black pullet, you know what I'm saying? The what is this? The Bramlin, you know, the Pinnacles of Solomon, you know, the Lesser Keys of Solomon, Greater Keys of Solomon. These new school Haitian Vodouis, they don't know nothing, man. They get up online, shake a little asso, they talk about a bunch of theories and shit like that. They're not into practical magic. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying, like, these guys disgust me. When I look at these stupid little woo guns today, man, I don't got nothing to say to these guys. They're so deaf, dumb, and blind. They look like they ate crayons when they were a kid. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, listen. As far as the Pentacles of Solomon, there's the Mars Pentacle. Of course, I've used them. I remember, I got someone, tried to rob me, and I turned around, robbed them. I had the Pinnacle of Solomon. There's one with the scorpion on there. Of course, they work wonders. You just got to know what you're doing. Rings out of your mind, smoke altar. I shit talks, new age group, I mean, cigars, they're good. Cigars, let me tell you something. Cigars are very good, especially for cleansing. You may go out. Listen, there's been certain times I've been out. I didn't have no spiritual protection on, whatever. Of course, just, at the mercy of the law. But I'd go out and I wouldn't wear any protective stuff, right? And I'd pick up bad energy from the environment, and you could just feel the heaviness, whatever, you know what I'm saying? The negative energy from the outside. As soon as I smoke a cigar, that shit goes away. You know what I'm saying? One cigar a day, it shouldn't be no one spliff a day keeps the evil away. But you know what? I can't say that, because now when they say one spliff a day keeps the evil away, a spliff contains tobacco. No wonder, Billy Boy said that. One spliff a day keeps the evil away. Because now you think about it, when you talk about a spliff, it has a little tobacco in there. So no wonder, because the negative energy that tries to invade you, as soon as you smoke that, it breaks up the evil energy that's on you, that you pick up from the environment, or that may be in the environment. That's a good video to make. What does it mean? One spliff a day keeps the evil away. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's a good one. One spliff a day keeps the evil away. I believe, boy. That's a dope song, man. That's a dope song. Old school reggae. One spliff a day keeps the evil away. I believe. Yeah. I got Jamaicans up in here today, yo. What up, yo? Yeah, that's the cousin from the Caribbean, man. That's our cousin, from the Caribbean. Bookman was over there, man. You know what I'm saying? Bookman came from Jamaica. Jamaican. I haven't heard Howard Diesel in a minute. Y'all smoked some sour diesel the other day, man. Sour diesel. So where we at? Yeah. Where we at? See, that's crazy. When I was a kid, we had a Jamaican character, Jamaican in the house, right? When I was a kid, my uncle used to play all types of old school reggae music, man. Bob Marley, Peter Tosh. You see, I grew up on that stuff. Listen to my uncle playing all the music, Bob Marley and stuff like that. All of Zimbabwe. I had all, like, when I got older, I got all of Bob Marley's albums. Survival, you know what I'm saying? Like Zimbabwe, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had all of Bob Marley's albums, you know what I'm saying? Natty Dread, whatever. We had all those albums, man. Peter Tosh, old school reggae stuff, man. But that was mainstream. But you had some other roots and culture artists from the 60s. Oh man, I feel like that was the greatest era of reggae music, man. The old school vintage dub stuff, man. Oh man. I don't know. I'm not a dancehall person. Well, yeah. Glad that you got, a session with her. Do people marry spirits that are not Loa? I mean, people do all types of stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, do people marry spirits that are not Loa? People do all types of stuff, man. From what I recall in Haiti, you know what I'm saying? They do all types of crazy stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll just leave it at that. If you bind people and one person breaks the rules, how quickly do they face consequences? Do they vary? Yes, they do vary. You can't put a fucking time frame on this shit. See, that's the thing with people. They think that things are gonna happen on their turn. You don't know. You do it, and then when you least expect it, oh shit, this is what happened. You don't have no control over time, nor does a fucking spiritualist. Okay. Yeah. Now I think I'm like, you know what? Let me just say, I started to say something, but I got so many people that be watching me. I'm not gonna say that. Have you ever layered the Pentacles of Solomon using enhance the effect of the other? I didn't get too deep into stuff like that. I've used it for whatever. Finally, someone said something. One second. Why? I don't know why people didn't tell me the background music. Somebody just told me the music is very high. I'm glad someone told me that. I'm glad someone told me that. I don't know why nobody said the music was high. I don't know. That's like 50%. That's very high. But I don't know why people didn't say nothing about it. But maybe I'll basically use the stems from this and create videos. Cut the audio out of it. What do you say to people who say you are fake? What do I say to people who say I'm fake? Look at me and look at them. You know what I'm saying? Look at me and look at them, right? The people who saying I'm fake, a lot of those guys wanted to be my friend. A lot of those guys wanted to be down with me, and I never let them be down with me. So listen, if people say you're fake, are you saying for me, right? Or you're just saying in general? If someone says you're fake, but what do you say to people who say you're fake? I'm just saying, like, if you're talking about yourself, right? Someone says you're fake, there's a reason why they're saying you're fake. You're saying, because the thing is, I'm gonna tell you from my personal experience, when you look at a lot of these dirty individuals online, look at them. Listen, just type my name in social media. You're gonna see a bunch of dirty people. You say, listen, listen, look at the people who's talking shit about me. They're all dirty. They look like they don't take baths. You know what I'm saying? Look at them. Go look at the people who's talking shit about me. They all look like they don't take baths, right? Look at me. I'm clean. I'm handsome. I'm healthy. You don't see me running to third world countries. You know what I'm saying? But listen, when people are talking shit about you, it's because they wish they were you. Something about them, listen, especially if you're successful, you're well off, you've been blessed. If people are talking shit about you, it irks them that you are successful. See, they probably have done everything. Listen, there's guys who have went all the way to Africa to get initiated. There's people that have traveled to Haiti to get initiated. And I don't talk none of that stuff. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I don't wear no whites. You don't see me shaking an ass on my videos. How is it that this motherfucker don't wear no traditional Haitian Vodou clothing and he don't do nothing traditional in Haitian Vodou, and he gets more respect than all these guys dressing in white, singing all these fucking Vodou songs? He says fuck Papa Legba 1,000,000 times and that motherfucker's still on. He says fuck Haiti over 1,000 times and he's still fucking on. Why? See, the thing is, listen, they don't know. And that's what jealousy boils down to, right? Jealousy. Because they don't know why you're favored. Why is it that, you know, you're there? They've done everything. This guy is wearing a $13,000 watch on his wrist. But yet these guys, they don't got a pot to piss in. They don't know. See, it's something about you that makes people hate you. If you're a spiritualist, you got people hating on you. It's something about you. But now, listen, there's some people that don't got experience. And people will tell you, listen, you don't got experience. But then again, when you are a factor, when you are it, there's going to be people that's going to get up and speak shit about you. Listen, I've seen a lot of personalities online. Misery loves company. Keep doing your thing. School. Yeah. Thank you. Boko Haiti will ever get better. Listen, I'm going to get to that. But listen. People that speak ill about you, there's something they see in you. I've created a lot of enemies on social media, all because I didn't want to be friends with certain people. So if someone says you're fake, it's because there's something about you. Listen, if you were not even a factor, they would not have paid attention to you. If you weren't a factor, if you wasn't it, if you weren't somebody, these people wouldn't be saying shit about you. I want you, all you upcoming people that's doing your thing on social media, that's coming up whatsoever, to listen to this. People will never talk shit about you if you got nothing going on. If you are irrelevant, people will not speak of your name. They will not mention you. They will not say nothing about you. But when you are a factor, that's when people will basically antagonize you and say the most shit about you. In a case like this, now that I let you know why, now I got to tell you what you got to do. See, let me tell you something. When you come on, if you're going to be on social media platforms, you can't entertain these dusty bums. See, let me tell you something. When you entertain them and you mention them, especially if you're up here, it brings your value down here. Because a person of your stature, you shouldn't even acknowledge these bums. And this is why I try to tell certain people, this is one sister I got a lot of respect for, right? And she told me about something that happened, right? Some people said certain things or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I told her, listen, you don't talk down to people. Listen to me. When you got dust mites, right? You don't bring yourself down to that microscopic level to entertain them. You just brush them off. You know what I'm saying? You brush them off. Listen, I had to learn the hard way. When you play these Mickey Mouse games with these Mickey Mouse motherfuckers, you're bound to lose. So now it's like to a point where, listen, I got so much things going on in my life, I don't entertain these people. So I say to these people, I say to you, when you're talking to town, people are going to talk, and what are you going to do? You're going to fight everybody? You're going to basically throw spell work on anybody that talks shit about you? Come on, it gets to the point where you start getting hundreds and thousands and millions of views. You're going to basically attack everybody. No, it's impossible. So you just gotta let that shit ride. If it don't apply, let it fly. So now what we got going on here? Let's go here for a little bit. What is this? Yeah, man, you are legit. I even talked to people that said you refunded them because they decided to stop. Okay. And I wanted to ask, how often does this occur? I mean, listen, it comes in the territory. I mean, how often does this occur? I can't really give you a number, but I would definitely say it's not a lot. You know what I'm saying? Things like that happen. It happens from time to time. You know what I'm saying? But it's not something that happens all the time. You know what I'm saying? So it comes in the territory. But anyway, their insides suck. Their heart, mind, and body is a hot mess. Okay, what do you think about my bad, I meant Jimi Hendrix. What are you talking? 80 fans? What is this? Where's the original comment? 80s fans, where's the original comment? What do you 80 fans? The song Purple Haze by Bob Marley is dope. Oh no, what? I see why you corrected that. Bon matin, what up? By Capricorn or by Capricorn. Hello. She's bi. Hello. True. I realize a lot of people, priests, just have a title. Yes. One second. Let me read this. This one says, true. I realize a lot of priests just have a title. No real spiritual authority power. Just learn a few songs and info. That's it. I'm telling you, a lot of these Vodou priests, a lot of these so-called Vodou priests here in America, they just paid for initiation and learned a couple of songs and how to turn around and dance. And then they think that they're some spiritually powerful people. Look at these little chumps. A lot of these guys built their platform off of watching my old content, especially these Miami motherfuckers. There's a lot of Haitian Woogans on social media from Miami that used to watch my content. And some of them even basically used to be cool with me. And I guess I've said certain things that they don't like because they didn't come up in a family that was practicing. They had to pay their way in. They don't like the things I say. So now all of a sudden they used to look up to me, idolize me, until I basically said, you know what I'm saying, paying for initiation is some whack ass shit. I heard a couple of feelings. You know what I'm saying? See, maybe I'm entitled. Maybe it's because I come from a family that was in it. I didn't pay my way in it, you know what I'm saying? Nor did I lay down or get fucked from behind to be part of some shit. Yeah, they do that shit in Vodou too. You know what I'm saying? These Woo guns and shit like that. Some of these guys be bending over, you know what I'm saying, taking it from the backside to get it, you know what I'm saying, to get their title. I'm not lying. You think I'm lying? There's a lot. Listen, Vodou. See, I'm gonna keep it real. See, of course, in all sects, especially in ATRs, you find these dudes on some yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? If you want to get part of this, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't got no money, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? What they say, Dipset, if you want to be down with the Dipset, you got to get your lips wet. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on. Let's be real. That we grown adults. I mean, it happens in the circles. You know what I'm saying? Like some people be awesome, you know what I'm saying? Well, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got no money, you know what I'm saying? You know, there's other things. I told y'all. Listen, I told y'all. I told y'all in the video, special favors for music executives. It doesn't just happen in the music industry. It happens in this motherfucking industry on a daily basis. Now, I'm not going to say, you know what I'm saying, when I was a bad boy and I didn't participate in that shit when I was a youngster. Nigga, I'm telling you, I used to be a wild motherfucker when I was a youngster. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? You know what I'm saying? What? You want to be down with the Dipset? You got to get your lips wet. Nigga, I'm not no motherfucking priest or no motherfucking saint. You know what I'm saying? I come from the slums. You know what I'm saying? I'm a boy call doing that dirty shit. You know what I'm saying? That slime shit. Yeah, I used to be a slime motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to even fault that. I'm not a hypocrite, you know what I'm saying? I used to be a slimed out motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Bitch, you can't pay like this. We can always work out an arrangement or a different agreement. I'm telling you, I used to be a wild motherfucker, a badass dude, yo. But that's why they tell people when they're younger, you know what I'm saying? That's why my grandfather told all his children he don't want them going to Wuga houses, yo. Like, seriously. This is why my grandfather did not want any of his kids. He was like, listen, I'm going to teach every one of you what it is, right? So you don't have to run to these Wugans, because he knew what it is. And my dad used to joke around. My dad used to joke around, talk about, you know, say, you better watch your girl if she in these spiritual circles, because you know she probably had to sleep with the voodoo priest in order to get that. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know, whatever the circle was, because it's a common practice. Listen, I'm just talking some third world country shit. A lot of these bitches you think, you know what I'm saying, that just got in some shit, they done fuck their way in. You know what I'm saying? I'm keeping it real. I'm giving you some dirty, dark, get this shit. You know what I'm saying? When you, so I got this get there ring on, you know what I'm saying? They in my head make me tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit like that happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of these guys, you know what I'm saying? I think there's one guy, listen. There was one Wuga, I think his name was Zebate, right? They told me that he slept with the Wuga. You know what I'm saying? The Wuga, you know what I'm saying? You know, the Wuga fucked him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm keeping it real with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. That's what I heard. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that's true, but what I heard was he had got fucked to become a voodoo priest. Listen. I'm not... I'm not lying. It should be, listen, come on, man. Listen. I'm saying, a lot of these guys, listen. A lot of these guys you see that are Haitian voodoo priests, man. You gotta look at them like, what you do to get in. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't come up in a family, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't come up in a family that was into voodoo, and you talking to a male, and they tell you they're a voodoo priest, this is how I'm be looking at them. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, unless you paid your way in, I know how you got in, nigga. Yo, bro, come on, man. I'm telling you. See, I'm not in the Vodou community. I'm an outside. What they say, Zevate does have suspect lips. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God! A lot of these guys, they call themselves Wugans. See, I'm gonna give it to them. The Africans, they don't play that. The Nigerians, I'm gonna give it to them. But a lot of that homosexual shit be going down in the Haitian Vodou. And then, listen. That's to each his own. That's their own prerogative. You know what I'm saying? Listen, if you're gay, you're gay. Who cares? We live in an era nobody cares. But it's still, those of us that are old school, we're still gonna laugh at this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, this boy had to get bent over to get his crown. To get his cuh. You know what I'm saying? Damn, how much dicks you suck for that? You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be real. You know what I'm saying? Vodou, a lot of homosexual shit be happening in Vodou, right? I mean, again, we don't really care. Vodou is like one of the most open communities. You can be, listen, you see some Wugans. I mean, there's listen, some people would call it mumbo. You got a guy dressed up as a woman doing readings. I mean, you see a lot of that. And again, that's the culture I come from. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? There's people that's getting paid, they're gay, straight up, they dress like a woman. You see a lot of that in Haiti. I don't really see that in America, but you see a lot of that in Haiti. You know what I'm saying? And I have the same respect for them as I have any other Vodouisan, right? But I'm going to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, a lot of gay shit be happening in Vodou. Way! Hey, yo, pause, bro. All that for Aso. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. Like, come on. Listen, I'm just saying that be happening. Some dudes be like, giving it up. They be clapping them cheeks. They be twerking for that cuh. You know what I'm saying? They want that asa. They want cuh. Fucking cuh pusa. You know what I'm saying? I was wondering why all the male workers always carried feminine energy. I'm just saying, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. It's not to speak bad about it and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because Lord knows, I got... But I like women though, you know what I'm saying? Anything a man does with a woman in the bedroom is basically, you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. That's their private business. And whatever anyone does in their bedroom is private business, you know what I'm saying? But it is funny, you know what I'm saying? It is funny, you know what I'm saying, to know that some of these guys bent over, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, the ones be talking, listen, a lot of these woo guns, let me tell you something, a lot of these woo guns that be talking bad about gay people, listen. I've seen some woo guns, right? Listen, I've seen some woo guns, right? They get up on social media, they speak bad, like gay people, gay bashing. And they be the ones, you know what I'm saying, who done slept with the woo gun to get their ass on or to get their title, yo. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not lying. But nah, I'm not lying. I'm keeping it real. I'm just giving y'all the truth. There's some people that do sleep with them. I mean, it works vice versa for women. There's some women that, whatever you say. And I've heard that. But like I said, the Africans, the Africans be into that. They don't do the gay shit, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, Haitian Vodou, that shit is full of a lot of gay shit, you know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm just keeping it real with you, man. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I pride myself in being a descendant of practitioners. My family kept me away from that. That's why I don't go to no Vodou ceremonies. You know what I'm saying? Too much gay shit. But let me stop that. Listen. That's why I don't go to much voodoo ceremonies, man. You know what I'm saying? It's too much stuff that be going on. But like Vodou, like I said, they kept me away from that. You know what I'm saying? One second. I'm a cam girl. Would you be able to get binding work from you? Well, listen, just, hit me up, message me, let me know who you are, and we'll go from there. But yes, listen, I don't go to Vodou ceremonies, and I pride myself in not being a person that's part of the mainstream Vodou culture. Because again, there's a lot of people, that's what they got themselves into. And you'd be thinking like, these persons, they did years and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Nah, they didn't do years. They just sucked, say they licked some balls and they, ate some ass and sucked some dick. That's what they did. You know what I'm saying? And, especially the ones that be looking all feminine, you know what I'm saying? They got their little curly hair, their little light skin and shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm just saying, I think there's one kid, I don't even think he Haitian, but he be hanging around a lot of Haitians, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I think he's Dominican or something like that. He got curly hair. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, listen, I'm telling you, bro, you got to be careful. Okay, all right. Wait. Okay, all right. Oh, wait. Yo, 1 second. Hold on. Wait. Okay. The ones who always correct people on social media about the loi are feminine too. Checking. Oh! The ones who always correct people on social media about the loi are feminine too. Checking initiation credentials. Oh! See, when they start putting that feminine, listen. Be wary of motherfuckers talking about the loi are feminine. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen. There's aggressive male spirits and there's female spirits. You know what I'm saying? When you see a woo gun talking about, listen to me. If you see a woo gun telling you the loi are feminine too, and they're telling you it's okay, you say, listen. Because they'll try to groom you that way. That's how it first starts. They'll groom you with the loi are feminine and make you feel comfortable with basically female spirits. Listen, I work with female spirits. Listen, they bring me a lot of hoes, you know what I'm saying? And they do a lot of witchcraft for me, you know what I'm saying? So I work with a lot of female spirits, you know what I'm saying? And I do work with male spirits too, but the females are more vicious, you know what I'm saying? But listen, you know what I'm saying? But when a person start putting that on you, they start pushing the female spirits on you, this and that, you know what I'm saying? Listen, they try to groom you. Don't let them push that Ezeli Daughter on you, because most men who have Ezeli Daughter as a main spirit they deal with, I'm telling you right now, most men who have Ezeli Daughter, especially Haitian men who have Ezeli Daughter as their main spirit, them brothers is sus. They're sus. I'm going to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? And don't let the motherfuckers try to, you know what I'm saying, bring you in. And they groom you with the females, you're feminine. And now you got a cult of, you know what I'm saying, boys and shit in your team. You know what I'm saying? A cult of boys. Yup. Be wary. Listen. Be wary of Vodou communities that got a bunch of men. I'm telling you, be wary of any societe that got a bunch of men. I'm telling you, be wary. They got a bunch of men. And if they got a bunch of Ezeli Daughter shit around, I'm telling you right now, if you would go to a Vodou, right, and that boy got a bunch of men around him and he got a bunch of Ezeli Daughter stuff, if the boys ain't if they ain't acting feminine, all right, I'm still gonna be suspicious. A bunch of Ezeli Daughter stuff, and you got a bunch of men. Oh nah, bro. Nah, yo. No. Nope. You see a few women there and a bunch of men. Again, listen, there's nothing about, listen, you can do whatever what y'all want to do. You know what I'm saying? This is no gay bashing here. I'm just keeping it real with you. You know what I'm saying? Some motherfuckers be sucking dick for initiation. Some niggas get fucked in their ass for initiation. There's no gay bashing. That's what you into. That's what you into. You know what I'm saying? But don't come here talk about, you know what I'm saying, you got out the mud. You know what I'm saying? You did years of training, this and that. You know what I'm saying? You grew up in Haiti. No, bruh. No. You got bent over in the Wugas Pelly steel. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. You know what I'm saying? You know, then you got the Ezeli Daughter tattoo on. I'm just saying, it is what it is, man. Then y'all wonder why Diddy was the way he was. That's that Ezeli Daughter energy. You over here talking about, you know, Diddy this, Diddy that. That's that 100% Ezeli Daughter energy. If that tattoo on Diddy's back is 100% true, then that's just a manifestation of the energy he was with. You got a whole bunch of Caligula. Listen, I'm telling you, man, you know what I'm saying? You dealing with certain spirits. They make you into some freaky, they get you into, see, I'm telling you, man, I don't want to give too much tea out here, man. I'm just saying, like, you know, I mean, I don't want to give y'all too much tea, but I'm just saying, listen, spirits can give you, I'm just saying, spirits can turn you out. See, listen, if you ain't strong enough, some of these spirits would turn you out. Daughter particular will turn you out. But then again, you got to have that some of that fruit in your blood. You know what I'm saying? It got to be in you and not upon you. If you got some of that in you, then you're going to find yourself doing that shit. But that Ezeli Daughter spirit would turn, it doesn't turn a lot of guys out who had a little sugar in their tank. You know what I'm saying? They went in there, you know what I'm saying, as a half decent man, and they coming out there with their wrists all broken and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I serve Ezeli. You know it. You know what I'm saying? My Dominicans, they don't know that. You know what I'm saying? They know that because we from the same culture. We from the same, well, not culture, but same island. We share some cultural similarities, so they know that. They know the Dominicanos, they be one way, and they say they start serving Ezeli Daughter. Now they start broken wrists. I'm telling you, it's the same way. Haiti, DR, wherever you find that spirit, Ezeli Donto, you're gonna find brothers walking around with their wrists broken like this. You know what I'm saying? I'm being honest with you. Wherever it's DR, Haiti, their wrists always gonna be broken like this. Hey, I'm ah! Yes, yes, Negra. Yes, I'm familiar. Yes, she's Haitian and Dominican. Yes, correction. What we have here? What we have here? What we have here? Oh, teabag. Oh my God, what we have? But no. Oh, yo, let me stop this. Listen. No. See, again, it is what it is, man. Listen, I gotta stop this, but I'm doing too much. But listen, Ezeli Donto is a positive spirit. But if again, she's okay if you're gay, it's not an issue. You know what I'm saying? But if you got a little sugar in your tank, she's gonna turn you out. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest with you. If you got a little sugar in your tank, you're a little curious, she's gonna turn your ass out if you're not strong enough. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're gonna be taking that dick. You're gonna be jump on it. Jump on it. Why is this boy hitting me up? Nigga, fuck out of here, man. Just because I'm talking about this Ezeli Donto shit, don't mean I'm gonna be jump on it. Listen. I mean, listen. I'm a freak. I got sucked into that tranny joint before. Some of them dudes are built better than most women these days. I'm just telling you, man. Listen. I'm telling you it. Listen. I'm going to be real. Where we at today, if you don't have good gaydars, you're going to be fooled. I had one person, I thought I was talking to a woman one time. You see, I was online. I looked at their picture. I was talking to a woman. Then this person brought up some ass shit. Do you like fucking, do you like, do you like fucking people in their ass? I was like, no, I'm not really into that. And then this person, I guess the conversation got slow. And then they told me that they were tranny. What? I said, you're kidding me. That's what? And they said, no, I'm serious. What? You couldn't even tell. If you look at the picture, you can't even tell. Listen, some of these transsexuals you'd be thinking 100% that they're women. But again, it's crazy. I don't know. Some of these, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? You got to really, I'm just saying, I can understand why. No, I can understand why some motherfucker would fall for the temptation. Nah, bro, you got to have a will of iron. Like, nah, bro, I'm not doing that. No, That's why when you go on a date, if the woman if she look too good, you gotta tell her lift her head up like this. No, you stop it. You know what I'm saying? We're living in an age of technological advancement. Sometimes you can't tell. You can try to do the hand test, but some of these guys are so feminine, their hands are small and stuff like that. You can't even tell. Stop. This is evil conversation. Let me stop this conversation right here. Now you try to draw me into that Caligula energy. Stop it. I can't. We're doing too much. This person just wrote look at this. Try to hide their nuts. Stop it, please, man. Why are we even conversing about this? See, I got to this Ezeli Donto conversation. Now we talking about motherfucking dudes trying to hide their nuts. Stop it. Oh, I gotta stop this shit right now. We gotta find something else to talk about. Real talk. Oh, this is too much, man. Yes. What? He said, I just put his panty to the side. Oh, this is crazy. I mean, it is what it is. That's your experience. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm like this. I don't like doing that shit because, like, with women, like, it's like this. I don't even like doing that shit with women. Women be on some shit like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had one ex-girlfriend that begged me to fuck her in her ass, man. She begged me like, bro, I'm just like, I'm not really into that. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really into that. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know what I'm saying? That's not my cup of tea, man. But To each his own. Defeat is a giveaway. I don't know. But anyway, listen, that is a lot. It's a lot going on. Next topic, yeah, we going too personal, too deep. What's happening? You with what you with? I mean, it is what it is, man. Can you stop someone from putting juju on you? Protect yourself at all times. That's the best thing I got to say. Protect yourself at all times, man. You know, it's not that complicated. Some people are like, oh my God, you know, can you protect yourself? Listen, there's so much things going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, protect yourself at all times. That's the best thing I can say. Oh, bro, I'm just saying, you know, that's what you into, man. That's what you into, bro. We got to stop this. Bro, you know what? Listen, do you know this is one channel, right? This is Prison Channel. There's this Prison Channel, and they only talk about stories about dudes getting butt raped. And this dude does millions of views. What is the infatuation with motherfuckers taking dick? You know what I'm saying? Dudes taking dick. I don't know what it is. Bro, it's like this one Prison Channel. He be telling some wild stories, but this Prison Channel, I think it's called I forgot what his name. Deontay. Yeah, Deontay. This dude tells crazy prison stories. And majority of the stories about butt fucking dudes getting raped in prison. And his videos do thousands of views. Some people like hearing stories like that. So I guess that's probably why this led to intrigue and conversation. I think it's just funny. Fleece Johnson. I mean, he does crazy numbers too. You know, I think it's just a funny thing about dudes doing that MACC shit. I don't even think it's about hate. It's a thing about, yo, how is this even possible? A dude getting bent over and getting slowly, you know, I'm just violated. I don't know what it is, bro. I don't know what it is that makes us laugh about this shit, but yes. Family members doing other family members conflict. I don't know, man. Listen. Incest, I mean, nature will tell you about nature. Nature just basically explains that. You can't do it because nature already has laws in place. Easily don't talk. Easily don't talk. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I can't listen. Easily don't talk. I worked with her in the past. She will give you a house straight up, family. But the women that come with Easily don't talk, they want relationships, bro. I can't, bro. Easily don't talk. She want a family. She want a relationship. You know, those type of women those women that come into your life, they want family. They want home. That's what they want. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to say, don't play them. Don't push them because they'll definitely kill you. You know what I'm saying? But I would definitely say she can give you a nice house, finances and stuff like that. Yeah, she'll do that for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, but let me look at this right here. What is this? What is this? What is this? I thought this was supposed to be about black magic. Y'all talking about, I'm just saying, because it comes in the territory, in the culture. You know what I'm saying? It comes in the culture. I'm talking about people. I was talking earlier about people who do strange things to get their title in Vodou, right? It happens. It just happened to be that conversation that comes up with whoever. You know what I'm saying? I didn't mean these folk get into that conversation, but it happens in the Voodoo community. But anyway, these dudes are married, and come on, man. We got to move on. We got to move on for negation. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's move on to something else. All right. Witchcraft. Doing witchcraft on family members just because of jealousy. See, the thing about doing witchcraft on family members, right? This is one of those taboo things. Because when you basically do witchcraft on family members, it's almost like you're setting yourself up for failure. because like it's gonna run down a family line, and then other family members that have nothing to do with nothing, they get hit. You know what I'm saying? They get hit. So we got a super chat here. Can you talk about Ezeli Fueda? Ezeli Fueda, you know, like I said, and a lot of people don't understand the logic behind this in America, but in Haitian culture, Ezeli Fueda is associated with light-skinned women, mixed women. Ezeli Doto is associated with dark-skinned women. Not to say that people of the opposite hue can't work with that type of spirit, you know what I'm saying? But I will say this, that Ezeli Fueda, she's the type of female, if you're a person that doesn't, you know, and she works well with gay men too. You know what I'm saying? For those of you that want to know, but I would say this, if you're a straight male, she can make you fly, she can make you clean cut. You know what I'm saying? She can get you, you know, get you looking right. Can send you a lot of ladies. You know what I'm saying? You know, and for the person who's, you know, into same-sex relations, you know, you find that she can send you lovers too. But most of the time, she's considered a spirit that, you know, is for looking good, make yourself look good, you know what I'm saying? Attracting love in your life, you know what I'm saying? Not strong enough for a curse. What we got going? Okay, what we got going on here? Okay, so listen, this is a pretty wild live. I gave y'all guys close to 2 hours, and this is early. I don't even really do lives like this. I just figured, well, you know, I got to get back in the algorithm and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But listen, it was dope talking with you guys. I'm gonna holler at y'all guys later on the next one. I'm out. Oh, we did 1,000 views on that live stream on TikTok. Well, yes, on YouTube, guys. I'm gonna catch y'all guys later.